Welcome to the HomeBrew Podcast with your hosts, Kevin McDermott, Eric Alanese, and Chris Ruth, discussing movies, beer, and everything in between. Let's get weird.
All right, everybody, thanks for tuning in. This is the HomeBrew Podcast, Episode 1. I am Kevin. I'm a local photographer here in Corpus Christi, Texas, where we're based out of. And I'm also an amateur filmmaker who is just, trying to make a
Porno.
We're trying to make pornos. No, we're trying to make films. And we're all filmmakers here. And pornos. Whatever gets the job done, we're going to do it.
Mostly men.
Well, I've introduced myself, so now it's time for you guys to introduce yourselves.
I am Chris. I am a local filmmaker / photographer by night. IT everything by day.
All right, you're Eric.
Okay.
I'm Eric.
Eric. I used to work at Blockbuster. Then they closed down, and ever since then, I've just been trying to make ends meet. Got a family to support. Picked up a camera, and I took pictures with it. They come out okay sometimes, but sometimes they don't. And
that's a way to get wedding clients right there.
I also make a lot of money doing other stuff on the side.
What kind of odd jobs do you do?
Yeah.
Big ones.
Oh.
Remember from GoldenEye? Do that odd job all the time.
Honestly, without dropping any names though, like what's the oddest request for a job you've done for video or photo? You gotta drop no names.
Porn?
Oh.
By people you guys probably know. I know Chris knows for sure.
Really?
Yeah, one of those guys. Yeah, I'm sure you guys have had that where they're like, "Hey man, so you're good with the camera, right? All that stuff." Yeah, he's like, "Hey, so how much would you charge to get you, like to film something with me, my wife, and like someone else?" And I'm like,
awkward.
I don't know. I gotta ask Ashley, see if she's cool with it.
Right.
I mean, because if she's cool with it, $20.
Shit. What about you, Chris? What about
$20?
You got any awkward stories like that?
No, I don't think I can follow that one up. That's pretty much.
Honestly, same now that I've asked the question, I don't think I can follow.
You can't really top that.
No, you win.
Really?
You won it. Oh, what's the beer we're drinking today?
Moonwalk Zero Gravity Brute IPA. Brute. I am Brute.
Look, maybe we can show it on this camera right here. Moonwalk.
Oh, it's on that camera too, though. On your camera. Well, there's that one.
Display it.
Yeah, so we're drinking this beer. It's called a Real Ale Brewing Moonwalk Zero Gravity Brute IPA. It's 6% alcohol and it has 12 fluid ounces. It's tasty.
That's my review on it. This is a tasty beer.
It's made in Texas, I think.
That's the cool thing is that they have these little. All the caps have different Texas cities on them. So this one was Richardson, Waco, and of course Corpus Christi. Somehow we landed that one, which is pretty cool. I don't know how, but we did.
It's extra dry and ultra crisp.
Yeah, that's my new Instagram handle. Extra dry, ultra crisp. Check my new Twitter bio.
Yeah, no. So if we're gonna review this beer, I would say that it's
6% alcohol.
Good. I don't know. In no way am I a beer
expert.
So.
But it's cool that we're drinking it.
But you know what? It's an IPA, and I usually don't really care for IPAs, but this one's not bad at all. So.
Honestly, I just drink light beers.
It has my
vote. You guys know that. Yeah, I would say this is a 4 to 5. 4 to 5 on this beer. I mean, I'd drink it again. I'm drinking right now.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10?
I mean,
that's like the perfect beer.
Oh, never mind.
Well, I bought it.
I mean, I would buy it.
What do you mean, never mind?
Like 10 out of 10.
How did you not know
never
that?
Mind.
Yeah, well,
I give it a 10 out of 10.
Oh, 10 out of 10.
Never mind.
That's perfect. That's the perfect score.
But that would mean there's only 9 other beers that aren't as good as this one.
I don't think that's how that works. I don't think that's how that works, man.
Moonwalk, 10 out of 10. The best beer I ever had in my life.
There could be multiple 10 out of 10
Are we
beers.
trying to get a
the same way there could be
sponsorship
multiple
already?
4
I
beers.
don't, right? From this Real Ale.
It's
brand.
from Real Ale, not Real Ale is like the brewing company.
I mean, if they saw this, HomeBrew, and we're brewing their brewing company.
Yeah,
Right?
so this might be how like all our beer reviews go. None of us are gonna
Right.
be like, I feel the fucking hops
Yeah.
on my tongue.
one's
I
definitely-
can
Those,
tell that the
fruity
wheat
notes,
that was barreled inside the barrel was.
I like
Very
the
hoppy.
Yeah, I like the
Yeah,
texture.
no, I
of
don't
it.
think none of us are like that. So our beer reviews are just gonna be like, yeah,
Right? Oh,
they're probably all gonna be 10 out of 10s, like Chris. This one really good, 10 out of a 10.
that's 6%.
I would drink it again.
Yeah, right. Oh, I'll drink this beer.
Yeah. Well, most of the time I don't like IPAs, but that's pretty good. Yeah. So, what have you guys been doing during this quarantine?
A
You
whole
know?
lot of nothing.
That's good.
Watching a lot of movies, I'd say.
You watch a lot of movies?
Yeah,
What kind of movies?
all kinds of movies.
We're not making another porn joke. We're not. We already had our one porn joke for the podcast.
I was fishing. I mean, mostly
fishing.
horror,
You're
mostly
fishing.
horror stuff.
You've been going fishing?
No,
I have.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I did. Oh yeah, no, yeah. Talk about the movies. What movies have you been witnessing? been watching?
He's all. I saw the latest SpongeBob. It's a 10 out of a 10.
10 out of 10.
I would watch it again.
10 out of a 10 for sure.
I think the last thing I watched was Successor. I think you recommended it. It was damn good.
Yeah. Who you recommended? I never heard that movie.
The Cronenberg one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was fucking really good.
Is it like a scary movie?
It's directed by David Cronenberg's son. So if you don't know David Cronenberg, he's like a horror fucking like a horror guru. He directed like Scanners and a bunch of other shit. So his son is I don't think this is his feature film, but it's like one of his first big ones, and it's really fucking badass. And it like takes the whole sci-fi horror aspect that David Cronenberg used to have, but to like I guess a new age. But watching it, you can see a lot of David Cronenberg in the film.
Like his
but it's
influence?
really, really good. It's directed awesome, really good cinematography. The acting's like really, really good. I would say like if you could like watch it ASAP if you're like a sci-fi or a horror movie fan, but it's not out yet. So obviously Chris illegally downloaded it.
Oh shit!
Contact Time Warner Spectrum, and let them know that this guy.
I was actually in Germany last week for.
You
You know, when you illegally download movies, you're not supporting the artist. There's filmmakers that need to get paid, Chris.
I am. I've got 10 Blu-ray copies on pre-order.
Are they all 10 out of 10?
Probably. I would
Justified.
say at least
That'll be the
9 of them.
ongoing
are.
joke for the rest of this podcast. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Would
least
watch
nine
this
of them
movie
are.
again. Okay.
And so what about you, Kevin? What have you been watching? Or actually, I mean, anything else, Chris, that you want to talk about?
Aside from that, Hunt was really good. That's out.
Is that the one that like they didn't play it in theaters for a little bit?
yeah,
the
yeah.
release was delayed for quite a while, and they
For
finally
the
just
chick, right?
yeah.
Yeah. That was really good.
Yeah.
I saw that when it came out on VOD. Like the day it came out, me and Ashley rented it. It was really good. It's like almost a horror comedy. It's so fucking.
Yeah, like a lot of the death scenes and things are.
You haven't seen it, Kevin?
No.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's worth a watch.
I'm too influenced. Anytime I see a movie, like I'm like, oh, I'm super influenced by it, so I try not to watch movies.
It's a good way to do it.
It's a good way to avoid copying people.
I've never seen anything.
Yeah, I don't watch movies at all. I just like to make them with you guys, but that's it.
Excusez-moi.
Kevin, go ahead.
Dark. I think the season 3 just came out. I finished that. That was awesome. It's difficult to get into for a while, but
Yeah.
I heard it's kind of hard to see, right? Because it's dark.
it's
Oh God.
got him.
God.
Yeah, no. Ashley watched Dark all the way through, and I started watching probably at the end of season 1, season 2 a little bit, season 3. I watched enough to like know who some of the characters were, but I was always really, really confused.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Very confusing show.
plot
But
lines. And,
I watched enough to like watch the final episode, I guess, and I was pretty intrigued by it. It seems like a really good show. It's had like a ton of good reviews. So
I've been playing a lot of video games, so a lot of MMOs, I guess. More recently, I got into Elder Scrolls Online, and
I thought you just started playing last week.
like 2 weeks ago, or 3 weeks ago maybe.
That's into it for Kevin.
Yeah.
He's really into it.
I'm into
by
it
day
right now.
3.
Yeah, dude,
I know. I almost downloaded Skyrim on my Xbox like 2 days ago because I was like,
Oof.
dude. But Skyrim is a game that you do not just play.
No,
That'll eat hours
It's like literally
after
crack,
hour
dude.
after hour.
When I played Skyrim when it first launched on the Xbox, like fucking, I don't know, what was that,
2011.
4 years ago?
2011.
No. Huh?
9 years ago.
So yeah, 9 years ago. I was like, dude, no, that was like when me and Ashley first got together. So yeah, 9 years ago, dude. I sat in my bedroom at my parents' old house and literally played Skyrim nonstop for like weeks.
Yeah.
I had a fucking recliner chair inside my little bedroom in front of my TV, so I'd sit there, reclined back, with like probably I think a Pringles or something, and just played Skyrim. All I did was make a dark elf because I thought elves were badass, and I made him an archer because I was like, he's gonna be a fucking elf sniper. And
Elf sniper.
all I did was make him fucking strong as shit, and I thought it was so cool when I could finally kill a giant with one arrow. So I'd go around just like looking for giants and just like go far away, one arrow, and then I go to where they're all congregating around the fire or something, and I'd kill one. They're all, who did that? I'm all, y'all dead.
Snipe them all.
Yeah, no, Skyrim, dude. I played that shit a lot. So when you told me you were playing again, I was like, I was like, man, I kind of, I never gave the online thing a chance.
It's not as good as Skyrim.
Yeah, I imagine they just came out with a expansion pack where they go into the world
The Skyrim, yeah.
of wherever Skyrim took place or something like that. I don't know a lot about Morrowind or all that bullshit. All I know is I played Skyrim.
Skyrim America.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know too much of the lore. Like I know some of the lore. Like I know like at one point I probably could have named you all 9 of the gods that they praise, but I don't know them anymore. I think the base of Skyrim was I could have at one point. I played all of them except for the first one, Arena. Yeah, I started off.
You played all the Elder Scrolls games
besides the first one. Yeah, besides the second one, I played the first one, which is Arena. It's Daggerfall, Morrowind.
Weren't they the first Elder Scrolls all like fucking
Computer,
just like all
yeah.
text?
Yeah.
I remember my
I didn't play
my
Daggerfall.
cousin, he's like about 10 years older than me, and I went to go visit him when I was little. He's like, oh yeah, I'm playing this Elder Scrolls game or something, but it was just all text.
Yeah.
Like it was like a book you're reading and you make choices or something like that. And I was like, this sucks. I'm gonna play Duke Nukem.
Yeah.
That was like the original.
Yeah, the first one was like that, but it's like there was like you could walk around too, which is really cheesy. No, I think the only movie I watched recently. I'm sorry, I'm gonna take it.
No, yeah, you're good.
All right, the only movie that I watched recently that I was just like, what was that? Is because Chris and Emily referred it to me, which was Terrifier. And I don't know why you guys referred that to me. I don't know why I watched it. I didn't get it.
I enjoyed it because it reminded me of something that we would do with the same kind of caliber, because it's not like we have a huge budget. It's not like we fucking have access to all kinds of shit, you know? I liked it because it looked like a movie like this guy was like, dude, I want to shoot a fucking most terrifying clown film we can do. And, you know, they did what they could with the budget they had, and the practical effects were fucking super rad.
Yeah.
And to be honest, when they're cutting that chicken in half, I couldn't watch it, dude. I had to like cover one eye. I was like, oh my god! I was like, holy! I did not expect that. Didn't have like the best cinematography. You know, the directing was all right, the acting is okay, but it was so indie that I loved it.
Yeah.
It's kind of one of those movies that it was just so low budget that it was really good. I guess.
One thing that I did notice too is like it looked like something that we would make, because I saw like right afterwards actually it looked like I think we could probably do better. I don't want to like brag about it, but I think we could, because then I saw the trailer the other day when I think you shared it of the Happy Place.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, dude, like this reminds me of that same it just seemed like that same budget.
Well, our trailer was just like 5 minutes of the best shots of a 5-minute film.
True. But still, I'm saying like the cinematography, the lighting, and everything just it looked like a movie that would be like, oh shit, like that looks like it probably could be in a theater.
Yeah, for sure. But
maybe our audio wasn't there though. I'll say that.
Better than the one before.
Don't talk about that, man.
What was the one before?
Ringo?
God damn, dude, that was a good step up then.
Yeah.
Ringo's audio was the one with
Oh, Next One's on Me?
Yeah, Next One's on Me was the one afterwards.
Was it?
After Ringo. And then after Ringo was A Happy Place.
Yeah.
And both those first two had shit audio. We had that little Zoom recorder taped onto a monopod.
Like legit taped, like duct taped. It wasn't even like gaff taped or like it was.
Wait, didn't we have like the Rode mic plugged into the Zoom, and then the Rode mic was taped at the end?
Something. There was something weird about it was like it wasn't a broomstick. There was something wrong with like the stand it was on or something. So we just had to tape like the.
That wasn't for CC70 though. That was for like a Friday the 13th.
That's when we did that. Next one's on me was for the Friday the 13th one.
Yeah. So, but we won best videography or something for that. Yeah. And then me and Kevin hosted the year after, or we were judges or something, right?
Yeah, we were judges. Judging them. Okay, Eric, what movies have you seen?
Pretty much had a lot of time to sit back and look for shows or movies or just find shit to do or whatever. But with all that being said, I haven't really seen a lot, but I actually took like a weekend to where I did watch a bunch of films. And a couple that I saw was the one that you suggested, Chris, Successor?
I think it's Successor, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's called Successor. It might be called something else. I don't know. We'll have to double check. We'll put it in the description or something. But there's another one called, I'm not going to say it right, Vivarium.
Vivarium with the dude from
Facebook movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was really good. It's like a super sci-fi mind trip. The story is kind of like, I don't know. It's not the best, but it's super original, super cool. I would definitely, like Kevin, I think you would enjoy it.
I thought I wasn't going to like it in the beginning. Like it was kind of boring in the beginning, but then
it was just different. And
yeah.
then the ending is really good.
I like the ending.
And then I saw The Room. That one's I think it might be a Shudder exclusive. That one was okay.
Is Shudder worth it? Is Shudder worth the money? It's like $4.99.
When I got it, I don't know how much I'm being charged now. When I got it, it was $5 a month.
Yeah.
For $5 a month, it's worth all the Shudder exclusives.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, like it's really good.
Sometimes I just want to watch like a scary movie, but like I'm not into the horror film like you guys are. But I'm just like,
it doesn't have as much content, obviously, because it's like a single genre. So like it's not flooded like Netflix is with like just new content all the time. But I mean, the stuff that does come out new is, I mean, at least worth a watch. Like there's been plenty of exclusives that are really good on there. Yeah,
there was a Shudder exclusive I saw on there that was really good, but man, I can't remember what the hell it was.
The Creep Show.
Creep Show series is good. It's like a B. It's like Tales from the Crypt from back in the day.
It's like an anthology thing.
Yeah, well, you remember? I don't know if you remember Creep Show from like the 80s or early 90s, but they relaunched it for Shudder, and it has the same kind of B horror movie feelish stuff to it. They're fun to watch, but on top of that, they have like older horror movies from the 70s, 80s, like a bunch of cult classics and stuff. I would say it's worth it for $5 if you're a horror fan. If not, you'd probably be fine with just Netflix or Hulu or whatever. But dude, I saw something else that was also really freaking good, but I can't remember what the hell
Possessor.
it was.
Is that what I said it was?
You said Successor.
Possessor.
Oh, okay, guys, everyone. So the movie by Cronenberg's son is not Successor.
Possessor.
It's called Possessor. I knew. I
was like, does it sound right? I was like,
the Possessor.
I am the successor.
But
that doesn't even sound like a scary movie. But is it?
Oh, dude. So Possessor, dude. It's also really cool because
you say it weird.
Possessor.
It's me.
I
Possessor.
am the Possessor of everything.
Possessor.
Yeah, like
Possessor.
You've been possessed.
Yeah.
Because the whole movie is kind of like it's like in the future, and people can take over your consciousness.
Like they possess you.
Yeah, exactly. But they do it through like technology, and it's kind of like part of the movie, which is not giving it away completely or anything, but is like like you've ever seen those bombings or like like this random dude went and put a bunch of bombs in this building and killed all these people, but by the time they got to him, he already had killed himself. And then they interview his family, and they're like, he would have never done that. He was a good kid. We don't know why this would have happened. Well, the movie like is based off of like, what if there was this organization that could plan these government motivated fucking assassinations or explosions or whatever. So they would pick out random people and then be able to like digitally possess them, and then have that person go and assassinate someone or blow up a building, and then have that person kill themselves, and then have a clean slate kind of thing. I don't know if that made any sense.
No, that sounds great.
Like close the loop. Like
sounds like a great
it's
movie.
A fucking super cool.
Dude, it was done
idea,
so good. So you should watch it in like October.
Is that
It
when it
comes out. Yeah.
Yeah, it's October 9th. I just looked it up.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But it was out
It's
in
been out,
Germany.
though,
when I
other
watched. Yeah,
places.
it
It's
came
been
out
out for a while,
It came
yeah.
out at Sundance in like January.
Okay, so speaking of movies, what I want to watch, but I'm waiting for a good copy because right now all there is what do you call it? When they put the camera inside
Cam.
the theater?
Like a pirate one.
A
Like
cam.
Cam. All there are like cam ones is Train to Busan Part 2.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, you saw Part 1, right, Kev?
No.
Oh my god!
That's actually, I think, on Netflix right now.
Yeah.
It's
I
been on
just-
Netflix for years.
Yeah, but it came back. They took it off for a while.
Oh,
but
did they take it off?
Yeah, I just saw like the returning to Netflix this month or last month, and
Yeah.
it was Train to Busan came back.
Oh, because we just saw it the other day, but maybe it was on Shudder. It might have been on Shudder when we saw it. But yeah, dude, Train to Busan is a zombie movie, but probably one of the best zombie movies in the last 10 years at least. Yeah, it's really fucking good. Anyways, so
Is
there's
that
a
like,
part
it's a foreign
2.
film, right?
Yeah, it's Korean, Japanese. I don't know. Train to
Not on the
Busan
podcast.
is really really good. And it was part 2, so it I guess you could say it leaked because Train to Busan Part 2 already came out like in other areas of the world, I guess. But if you're going to somehow watch the movie illegally, the only way you could do it is with shitty versions. And I've never been the type of person to be like, oh hey, this movie came out, I'm just gonna download this one, and then it's like this copy of a movie that was obviously filmed where someone put a shitty ass camera inside the theater and filmed
Like
the movie inside
Theater.
the theater. It's like I'm not gonna ruin
your
my
experience.
cinematic
Yeah.
you know experience by watching that shit, you know. And it pisses me off when people are like, oh man, I saw that movie, it sucked. I was like, oh, how'd you see it? They're like, oh, I bought it off someone on a DVD. I was like, oh, was it good quality? No, it was someone in the theater. I was like, well, you fucked up. That's why you didn't like it. Buy the damn movie, rent the movie, watch it the right way. Don't fucking watch a cam version, you know?
To be honest, I think the last pirated movie that I actually saw, and it's funny because we talked about it a second ago, was Shrek 2. And it's because, it's because
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, it's because my brother-in-law, I was a kid at the time, and he bought it like a DVD because like I don't know, that's how you got them, like that and 300, and he came home.
Wait, Shrek 2 came with 300 like in a bundle?
Well, he got it somehow. He got both of them.
It was like for those DVDs that come with like 3 movies.
He got
The
Shrek
Walmart
2,
one.
300.
No, it wasn't like Shrek 2 wasn't like.
You have a movie for the kids. You have a movie to watch at night. And
he
you
had a
have,
movie
you know,
for
like a
himself, and then I
That
had.
makes sense. Like a family kind of inspired DVD.
yeah.
Well, I'm saying like he bought 300
And
on
then,
DVD.
so it's Shrek 2, 300, and Debbie Does Dallas. Debbie Does Dallas.
In that order too is how you watch them. You just put one DVD in and just flips the rest of them.
Anyways, I saw Shrek 2 pirated, and that was
It ruined your life.
Well, it just wasn't the same experience I got.
Define pirated. Like, did he bring like a DVD that had Shrek 2 written on it, and he put it in a
Yeah.
DVD player, and that's how you watched it?
Yeah.
And was it DVD quality or was it?
No, it was like the cam quality.
Oh.
And I watched the whole thing like that. And that's just they just like I guess at
Hey,
the time it just came out. That's
But I will say, for kids, they don't really mind the cam shit. Like,
maybe if you're a normal kid, but I effing hated it. Like I was.
How old
like,
were you?
I was in middle school. I
oh,
think.
yeah. Okay, I'm talking about like 4 or 5 years old as a like little kid.
But why are you showing little kids pirated movies?
Because they're like, what movie did I get? Pets 2? Pets 2 came out, and Andrew's like, I want to see Pets 2. And I'm like,
Put on Pets 1. If he's that old, he's not gonna notice it.
yeah, no,
They'll notice it.
yeah, hell yeah. 4 years old. They're not that stupid. What the hell?
This is Pets
I don't
1,
know
Dad.
if you
They'll take the thing out and be like, look, Pets 1. It says it on there.
Yeah, you just write 2 on it.
Just a little Sharpie.
Yeah, it's Pets 2.
Yeah, it was like Pets 2 or something, and they Andrew was like wanted to watch it, and I was like, hey, I found it online or whatever, so I downloaded it and I put it on, and it was a cam one, dude, but he enjoyed the hell out of it. He watched it multiple times, like it's sitting on the couch with popcorn. I would walk by and be like, oh, garbage. I could never enjoy that, but he's just like, I love this movie, you know, like
I just realized I lied. The last pirate movie I saw was Dark Knight because my teacher got mad at me. She like did this whole speech about it.
about piratism. Or
Yeah,
something?
and I never pirated a movie after that. I felt so
What
sorry.
class is that?
My English class. I'm not gonna say it because she's
The
friends
hell?
with me on Facebook.
Why would she care?
If she sees our video, she's gonna be like, "Oh, yo, are you talking about me?" All right.
She
I'll
probably
show
wouldn't
her.
watch it this far in.
Hopefully, not. Hopefully not. But if she does, she taught me a lesson. I won't I won't pirate movies anymore. So I'm not
But
saying
as an
anything
English
bad about
teacher,
her.
like, why did she care to even say anything? I wonder.
How does
I
she?
don't know.
How does she know? Like, I'm so confused.
She loved The Dark Knight. She loved The Dark Knight. It came out in theaters 2008.
Maybe
so...
she was just like, hey,
And you
like,
told
you should
her-
watch the movie regularly.
No, well, like,
Because you have to
because
support.
she said, because she was talking about how much she loved The Dark Knight and how tragic it was that Heath Ledger passed away right before the release. And
Truth.
she's very poetic. She's a very poetic woman. And
Was she beautiful?
Yeah, but she was like
If you're watching this,
she was
he's single.
Cha-ching.
she was saying how messed up it is to like pirate movies and to support art and stuff like that. And at the time, like, I was in high school. I was like, whatever, lady. But like,
So you rebelled and told her that you pirated The Dark Knight?
no, because she was just like, as soon as that DVD comes out, I'm gonna watch it. Like, because when we walked into class, she was talking super highly about the movie, and I was like, oh yeah, it's a great movie because I saw it in theaters. Like everyone else here, I'm sure. But
I never watched any Batmans until like 4 years after the whole trilogy came out. Yeah,
What?
it was probably about 5 years ago when I saw like.
dude, I used
All
to
the
be
Batmans.
Batman at Blockbuster.
I always tell you, man, I've never seen any of these Batman movies.
What?
I mean, I saw Michael Keaton's Batman.
Aw.
And,
Yeah,
man.
but like after that, he almost made it a point not to see the Batmans like on purpose. It was like
Just because I was Batman?
yeah, you're right, Chris. I remember feeling that way, like, because dude, they were just so big. And
it was
just
like a
Oh, back then I kind of had a vendetta against superhero movies because they were like the big thing. And I was just like, dude, I've never been a fan of action movies either. So I was like, I just never cared to watch superhero movies, and I didn't care to watch Batman. Years later, I think me and Ashley, we had HBO at the time, and we ended up watching the first Batman, and I really liked it. And then we ended up binging the other two. And then years later after that, I ended up having a son that liked Marvel and started making me watch all these Marvel movies. And now I'm a fucking huge superhero movie fan. So that's how that story goes.
Yeah, I think. Oh man.
the legend comes full circle.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I was Batman at Blockbuster. I'm surprised you never said. Or if you did, I don't remember. I thought like we talked about.
I didn't care if you were Batman. I felt more bad for you because you were out in the hot sun sometimes, sitting there fucking
In that rubber
leather
suit.
That suit's destroyed. I still have it, and it's destroyed.
I remember you'd have to come in and be like, dude, if I don't get out of this thing real quick, I'm gonna die. I cannot
Dude.
breathe. It's so hot.
Okay.
Or then you just like Casey would be like, yeah, Kevin, you gotta be outside. And then she'd leave, you'd come in and be like, I'm not staying out there. I was like, hell no, dude, come inside. You're like, I need to be in here. So you just walk around the store looking at people like
Just
picking out
dressed
movies.
up as Batman. Dude, I remember. I felt
Batman
so,
walking around Blockbuster. Like,
I felt
what are you gonna
so
rent?
bad, dude.
What are you gonna rent?
There was right. What are you winning? But there was a guy who came in one
That's
time.
pretty good.
Thank you. I had to practice a lot. There was a guy who came in one time, and I remember he was like walking in crutches. Do you remember that? He was walking in crutches, and someone was like, "Oh, we have." I think it was Casey. She was like, "Oh, we have Batman here," and he turned and saw me, and he like fell off his crutches, and
I don't know if I
he
remember
fell
that.
to the floor, and I was like, "Oh man, I felt so bad." But I kind of laughed it off. Because like, how do you?
Did you kick him afterwards?
No. But he was like, he came over and he was like, "Oh man, that's so awesome! Like that's such a cool
What the hell? He
outfit."
fell off his crutches. So he walked in. Hey, we got Batman over here. He's like, oh my god!
Yeah, like I didn't think that intimidated people, but he saw a demon or something.
And then instead of getting back on his crutches, he started crawling towards you.
Yeah.
Batman.
Yeah,
Batman.
No, he was there with a couple friends or something.
And then Kevin just
they
walked
picked
over
him
to
up.
him and stood over him and looked at him and said, "What, Batman, bitch?
And then
Yeah.
he peed on him.
Get on your knees."
I am the knight. But yeah, no, I was Batman. I still have that suit, but it's destroyed because of Blockbuster.
You paid what, like a
We don't
grand for
talk
that,
about
right?
that.
Like 1,500?
We don't talk about it.
Oh, yeah. Anyways, I know you paid a lot.
No,
for it.
yeah,
I
we
don't
paid. I
remember
paid.
how much.
Oh, we can talk about it. Whatever. It's been years. Yeah, I paid like I think it was because it was like the suit was custom built to my dimensions,
Yeah, I remember.
and then I had to get the bodysuit thing underneath.
And it was like full rubber. Like it wasn't like the mask and everything was like all like legit rubber, right? Like
Yeah. Yeah, I tripped the Batman guy.
Oh yeah,
Oh, we
dude.
talked-
So
oh,
you
yeah.
fucking tripped that Batman dude.
I
Well, you
didn't trip him. He
but,
came in and he fell.
But I was gonna say, other than the movies that I've seen, one thing that I saw during quarantine was the Umbrella Academy. Academy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was really fucking good.
Did you watch? Did you watch season 1 before, or did you just binge watch both 1 and 2?
We saw season 1 at the beginning of quarantine, and then we saw season 2.
It was like
2 weeks ago
last
or
week
something,
before, and
yeah.
just came out. Yeah, we binge watched it the whole weekend too. It was really good.
Well, I feel like
Have you seen that, Kevin?
Don't
Kevin
ask me.
hasn't seen
Don't
it.
ask me if I've seen shows because I haven't.
Oh, dude. Well, I mean, you like comics and shit, and I'm sure you like My Chemical Romance, and Gerard Way, is the guy behind that
I just
shit. Or
like
whatever.
I don't know. I just feel like I need it. Like what happens with me is like I'll find myself like I know it's like you know what I gotta get busy all day. I'll find something to do all day, and then like at night I'm like let me put on something to binge watch, and then it's nighttime. I'm like well I don't want to get invested, so I'll put on something I already know like The Office or something like that. But I don't like to fall asleep to. But I don't get to watch like I don't get to get.
So
invested.
during the day when you're like, I gotta find something to do all day, what do you end up doing?
Honestly, like I see it every now and then. It pops up on my Facebook. But I'm like, if I could be any person, it'd be Denzel Washington. I don't know why. That guy's he's just got cool written all over him.
Okay.
If you could be any person, would it not be Denzel?
Sam Jackson, motherfucker.
Really?
Oh.
Who would you be if you could be any person?
Like any person?
Yeah. You're like, I'd be Chris. I'd like to be myself.
I mean,
Chris would want to be Long Dong Johnson
Too late.
that,
Like I am.
because he has a long last name.
Oh.
Dong Johnson.
yeah,
Come on.
like a hyphenated name at least or something.
If you could just be one person, anybody on this earth.
I don't know. Like I was like, I could pick Jesus, or I could pick Gandhi, or I could pick like, I don't know.
Why? They're so boring.
Oh, because Samuel L. Jackson is like the funnest person in the world. Like we have so much information.
Yeah. He's fucking rich. He's a celebrity. He probably does like all kinds of.
It also depends on like,
man.
it depends on like, would I hang out with him now, or what if it was like I could choose a point in time?
You're not
like,
gonna hang out with him. You're gonna be him.
Yeah.
Okay, so could I choose like, I don't know, Buzz Aldrin when he's on the moon? Like, could I choose a time
You
period
could
so I could
choose
actually
someone
be-
to
Well,
be
you couldn't
and you
just
live
be
his
Buzz
life.
Aldrin while he was on the moon. You have to work for that. Like you have to
Well,
be
I mean,
Buzz
you have
Aldrin
to
the
live
entire
his
time.
life.
But that's what has to be specific. So like, I mean,
Chris,
when,
you're getting way making this complicated, man.
I'm sorry.
Who would you?
I would
pick-
live
if you
Denzel
could be
Washington.
someone right now. Who could you be?
right now I would be.
Cardi B. Wow.
Elon Musk, I bet.
Dude.
No,
Yeah, right.
no.
He'd either be Elon Musk or Joe Rogan. He's all over this guy's nuts.
He's got his own podcast now, man. He doesn't have to be that guy. He's living that life.
Who?
This guy. He's in his.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Oh, if I could be anybody right now, it would be.
Yo, mama.
Cardi B. Wow.
Do I get to retain the information I gained by being this person?
Yes.
Dude, you are that person. Why?
Yeah, you don't have
Stop
to,
making
like,
it so
you don't have to
difficult. Just
spill
be
your
like,
secrets.
he said Denzel like in 2 seconds. I said Sam Jackson
I
like in
changed my
3
answer.
seconds.
I want to be Keanu.
I don't know who's the top of the CIA right now. That's what I would pick. That's
Yeah.
the person
Oh,
I would pick.
Chris is all, I want to be a computer.
I know this. I know this. It's on me at all times. I know exactly who's the top of the CIA.
That's who I would pick. That's
Yeah.
me. Yeah.
Well, that's actually not a bad answer.
Oh shit! You know, if I could be anyone, it'd be Tom from Facebook.
Oh man.
Wait, no,
from
Tom's from
MySpace.
MySpace, right?
MySpace, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Who's Facebook?
Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah, okay, I'll be that guy.
I pick him.
Ugh. Good luck.
I'm gonna buy all
Why?
kinds of this shit.
I can
today.
look at. I'll fucking break your account. I'll break your account. And I'll leak all your shit. All
Yeah.
those news that you send,
That's
they going
Eric.
out
you,
there, baby.
but then you'd be like sued.
Yeah, and then I'll fucking jump out of his body and come back to mine.
See?
You can't
But
jump
when
bodies.
I say those things, Eric's like, no, you can't.
You
it's
can't
so
jump
simple.
bodies,
Just
man.
But
that
because
guy.
he asked so many questions, just say
Well,
it.
no, you can't jump bodies. That's one thing you
Okay,
have
you
to.
can't jump body. So once I
No.
leave my body, I'm gone.
You're Mark.
I'm gone.
Once you're
Oh,
Mark
we gotta like
Zuckerberg, once you're Mark Zuckerberg, you're Mark Zuckerberg.
I'm gone for the rest of your life,
Oh,
or is it like a
yeah.
time
Dude,
period,
well,
like 24
I'm not
hours?
gonna go anywhere. I got a family and kids and shit. What the heck?
But Mark
Hey,
Zuckerberg.
if you could just
might-
abandon your children.
No, you would still exist and do everything you normally would do. You just jump for a little while.
No, that wasn't.
Okay,
I asked
I'm
the
not about to
question.
abandon my kids. What
No,
the
they're
hell?
not abandoned. It's just part
Yeah,
of it.
Mark Zuckerberg's now you probably. So it's like
Yeah, like,
you'd raise
I
your
don't get
kids.
it. So now I have like a second me?
No, you switch bodies with Mark Zuckerberg.
so Mark Zuckerberg is the father of his children.
No,
now?
hold up.
Man, this shit's getting complicated.
Hold up. Actually, what light just went out? How much have you had to drink? What do you mean you're not sure what? We just talked about who we would want to be, like if we could switch bodies. But we're not going to talk about that anymore.
Yeah, because I'm the head of the CIA, right?
You were the head of the CIA.
What's up?
There you go. I was
know all your
Keanu.
shit.
You were Sam Jackson. That's the end of discussion.
I know everything you do on Facebook, bitch.
Well,
well.
he knows everything that you know.
I know everything you think you know.
And
about
I'm
what
off
I
the
know.
grid because I'm Keanu.
Yeah, and I'm gonna create a fake account of my own sub account. Huh?
I don't have any
Can't
social
track me.
media.
I'm invisible. I'm a lizard, actually.
I'm a lizard.
Hey guys, Is there any more beer left?
There's no more beer, buddy.
I got like a little
I'm
bit.
like on this one still, but
Well, I got a little bit left from here. Tricked you guys. Yeah. So the other day I was walking my dog, and my neighbor was outside watering the grass. He looked at me and he was like, "Howdy, neighbor." And I was like,
howdy, neighbor.
I was like, "Howdy."
Is
And
that,
then I walked away, and I'm like, when the fuck do I ever say howdy? Isn't that weird? I don't know.
that's something to think about.
It's like when you're around people that talk a certain way, you start to talk like them. It's kind of strange.
Do you ever say something and you feel like you're like, I never say this, but then like it echoes through your head throughout the rest of the day? Like just that one word that you said, you're just like, it just
Yeah.
echoes?
yeah,
Okay, thank you.
that's
I
happening.
don't know. I feel like you guys might have some problems.
No, it's like when you're just
Like,
when you're just like, ha! You
And
do
then the
something
rest of the
stupid
day
like that.
Is it always
That's-
like kill?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So he gets it. He gets it.
Let's talk about gear next, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm sure there's going to be gear heads that are going to want to know, hey, what camera is that on?
Yeah. So we should talk about what we're recording on, I guess, now.
Like what we're like, are we talking about what we're recording on, and then also what we typically work with?
Or should we talk about other stuff? Or should we do that?
Like,
Do people really care about our gear?
Yeah, I feel like there's always people that are like,
do people care about what
man.
we give a shit about? What other gear is coming out though too?
What gear's coming out that we
I
might
don't even
be
know what's
interested in?
coming out.
I was gonna say I don't either. I was hoping.
But, you know, that'd be good for a whole other episode. Just talk about gear in general and the whole fascination with gas, as they call it.
like
Gear something
gear
syndrome.
acquisition syndrome.
Yeah,
like you're
gear-
always
yeah.
constantly buying the next something.
I'm not
or
going to
something
lie.
else.
At one point in time, I had that syndrome. I
You're
needed
like-
the best camera.
You're
I
like, at
needed
one
this,
point in time, I had
needed
gas.
that. I had gas
Yeah.
just a second ago. I don't know. I feel like you reach a point into your filmmaking and photography career to where you just start to stop giving a shit about what camera you're using, or
Yeah, I think it goes up and down at times. Like for different toys,
I
It's
think
not
it all
necessarily-
depends on once you reach the camera that you're using. Once you reach its limits, and you're like, oh fuck, I
Yeah.
need
need
250
something
frames
better.
a second, or I need that better dynamic range, or I need that better ISO. You know, so for some people, yeah, they need to always have that better dynamic range or whatever. But for what I do, you know, for me and Kevin do sometimes the weddings and stuff, it's like we're fine with what we have. With my photography that I've done, I'm fine with what I have. I have no desire at all to get a new camera right
That
now.
almost makes you think too, though. Like, have we peaked with camera gear? Like, am I gonna
No.
get some? Well, like I'm saying, like photography wise, like, am I gonna find something in 10 years that I'm like, oh, I have to buy this camera? Because right now, what we're looking at, you know, what we shoot with, you're talking about.
Well, I mean, but you also own the Z6. Like for me, photography, I have wanted to upgrade to mirrorless just for the fact that mirrorless cameras do not, from what I've read, do not back focus. And my camera, the D750, will back focus, I don't know, 1 out of 10 times, and it's really fucking annoying. But apparently, from what I've read, mirrorless cameras don't. So that's one of the only reasons if I do upgrade, it will be to probably a Z6 because of that reason. But it's still not a big enough reason for me to have to worry about it.
Yeah.
Yet, you know.
It's a nicety. Like you know what you're doing, but it's just like it makes things a little bit easier.
But anyways, so as far as gear, we're shooting on a GH5, a Panasonic G7, and a Nikon D750. As far as audio, we have Zoom H6, I think it's
H6.
called.
handy recorder.
We picked this up specifically for the audio. We did have a Tascam, but it only had 2 XLR ports. So we got the Zoom has 4 XLR ports, so it has room for another guest. And I don't think any of us know how to use audio, so we just kind of winged it. Watched a YouTube video, figured out how to use it.
Learn as you go.
As we go along, we'll upgrade. you know,
Yeah.
but this will get the job for right now. You know?
Yeah.
We're in a learn as you grow type of phase. Like
And
let's see
also-
if we like it.
Yeah.
Hey, so do you guys want to talk a little bit about the latest short film you guys made?
Oh, let's talk
Yeah.
about it because this is Chris's directorial debut, baby.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so a lot of the homebrew projects we've done, you guys probably have seen some of them. Hopefully, anyone that's listening. But Chris is usually in
That is one.
the background, helping out with directing. He helps out with the cinematography. He helps out with the writing. He helps out with pretty much everything. But this is the first time that he took the reins as director for their last Homebrew film. So, Chris, tell us a little bit about that.
Take it away, buddy.
Man, it was a lot of fun. Emily killed it, I think, as always. But man, she sold that story like crazy. It was a lot of fun. We did it with a short kind of crew.
Yeah. There's literally 3 of us.
Yeah.
That was it.
How did we even come up with that idea? Honestly.
So the 3 of us came up with that idea. When we came over here and we were discussing. I don't know. Were we drinking? Probably. But we were discussing, okay, how could we do? What could we do?
I think we were discussing ideas.
I think we talked about 5-second rule, right?
Oh.
How could we do something like 5-second rule was just that
but
was
make
just
it
so
5-minute rule.
that was just so easy and stupid and just something that would just be funny.
Yeah.
And someone was like, "What if there's a rat?"
I don't know. Oh, you said that.
I honestly don't remember. There was so
You
many
said,
ideas,
what
and I
if
was
there
like,
was
what?
a rat? And then because I don't watch a lot of TV. Okay, well, I guess going back to what I watched, Drunk History, we kind of ripped off Drunk History.
I think what happened was someone said something about what if there's a rat you can't kill or something and it's in the house. I think we all just fed off each other.
Yeah.
Someone said something and then Chris
said the rat thing. I said Drunk History.
Yeah. No, I think.
Or Ant-Man.
You came in, I would say, a little bit later, all of a sudden with this idea. You're like, oh, fuck. Yeah, dude, that's so badass. But you guys seen Ant-Man, right? It's like, yeah, remember that part? This and that. Without giving too much away about cheesy.
Yeah.
But
I wasn't claiming it was my idea, by the way. That's not what I was saying.
No.
This is the mastermind behind cheesy.
No, Kevin, I think it was 97% you.
No.
I believe every idea that.
No.
I mean,
this
all
guy
of the
wrote the
scenes were-
script.
the whole idea of the film was a collective.
Yeah.
Yes.
But there's a big point to the film I feel like Kevin brought to it too, as far as the story is derived. You know what I mean? Not story. I guess.
Oh, I was about to say he wrote that
I
story.
don't know, how would you say it? The way it's filmed. You know?
Yeah. What do you call that?
The aesthetic of the film. I don't know. But Kevin had a great idea. We fucking loved it. We rolled with it. We're like, dude, that's what we're gonna do. And it was so stupid. But it was so stupid that we couldn't stop laughing the entire time we talked about it. And Chris took the reins on it, and he was like,
he wrote it. He did it.
Yeah. So this is, but Chris has written some stuff before, haven't you? Some of the stuff that we've done before.
We did. We both I think you.
Happy Place.
Was it Happy Place?
I think that Happy Place. Didn't you co-write that?
Yeah, part of it. Yeah, you and I worked on it.
You were
oh, Tragic Tales.
Tales. That was mostly Kevin. I'd say I bounced ideas for Kevin. Kevin kind of
Yeah,
did the whole
but-
story
but,
of that, but it was more like bouncing ideas.
But this one was, you have experience, but this one was mostly you.
Yeah, this one I kind of took the reins.
We did one that was at Starbucks.
Was that?
It was a Happy
Ringo?
Place.
I think it was Happy Place.
No, it was
Happy Place.
Ringo.
Yeah,
I
Happy
wrote
Place.
at
It
4
was Happy
a.m.
Place, for sure.
It was Happy Place.
Okay.
You're directing that one. You directed.
Yeah. But you took the reins on Cheesy.
Yeah.
Written, directed by
Written
Chris
and
Ruth.
directed.
Starring Emily.
Starring Emily.
Time. At Worm Baby on Instagram.
No, at Here's Wormy.
At Here's Wormy.
I feel like Cheesy. It's pretty cool because I like the fact that it was Chris's directorial debut in writing and all that stuff. It was written and directed by Chris, and I think I'm excited.
How did it feel to finally
I'm excited.
have that responsibility and be behind the camera and call the shots? Because not saying you haven't really done it before, because both you guys, the thing I think is that no matter what film we shoot, when we're all there, whether it's directed by Kevin or directed by me or directed by you, I feel like it's always a collective.
Yeah.
Because Kevin knows damn well that some of the movies that say directed by Eric Alanis, I will be laying down on the couch, passed out, and saying, Kevin, you take over.
I'm done for the night.
Yeah.
Hold
Dude,
hold the
that
camera
was
up. I'm done.
what was
Someone else
that?
can do
Next one's on me.
Next one's on me. You're like, I'm out here. I was like, damn it.
Yeah. So I mean, it's always, I feel like, a collective. You know what I mean?
We all understand the same vision usually. We come up with the same okay, here's how to get from point A to point Z.
So with that being said, though, it's I wouldn't say it's your first rodeo, but it's your first leading the team kind of thing. You know?
There was it was
Good thing it was very small cast. You know,
Yeah,
so.
that made it easy and difficult at times. You know, like there were things that would have been a lot easier with more people available. Like we could have knocked things out faster.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, it was a great learning experience at the same time. You know, like we got to figure some things out on set that made a lot of sense. You know, that we wouldn't have thought about if there was a lot of people involved. You know, it would have become the answer easier, but not on our own, I guess.
I will say that the other day I saw the trailer for Happy Place and it said directed by Eric and Kevin, and I think we should clear that up. That really wasn't me directing that. I was a murderer in that movie.
Okay, the only part I feel like you didn't really help out too much was when you were the murderer.
Yeah.
Because you're fucking wasted.
Oh yeah.
But other than that,
You were
all the
very
other
in
scenes,
character.
This is the prime time though to tell the story about how in character I had to get.
But even then, when you were pretty wasted, I think I still was like asking you, hey, you know, what do you think about this and that? And you just looked at me and all pissed off and was like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I wouldn't know. I mean, yeah. I don't know. Like I feel like that was your thing. I remember because we were trying to cast somebody else for the murderer part. You're like, I have two visions. I can either get this guy.
Oh,
I think you wanted Russ.
We wanted Russ.
Yeah. And he ended up playing the murderer in Easter Sunday. But like, you're like, we can get like this, like, you're like, are you cool with being shirtless and everything? And I was just like, oh, dude, like, I don't know. And I was like, you know what, whatever. And now I can't stop being shirtless. Like every time I'm like posting on Instagram, I'm just like, look at me, guys, I'm shirtless. But it's like,
Oh, how the tides have turned.
right? What happened? But
You
you guys
can't
did
catch
this
this
to me.
man with a shirt on.
I
So
know.
you're saying that I popped your shirtless cherry?
Yeah, dude.
Your shirtless cherry?
Shirtless
But
cherry.
it's because
Your shirtless cherry is pop.
I was like, I'm gonna be so judged. But then because you're like, I want a super gaunt, skinny person, and yeah, I'm skinny as it is. But whatever, like I didn't eat or sleep for 3 days because I was just like, I don't even know how to be a murderer.
And we had to paint you to look skinnier than you were.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah,
that was
dude,
a
that's
lot
another
of,
thing, yeah.
like Denise put a lot of work
Dude,
into like
yeah.
shading your ribs and like
She like,
Yeah, so
yeah.
some of the
that.
scenes you see with the lights hitting you in the garage, like
You can see my ribs and stuff. It's like not real. You can't see my ribs like that.
what is it called, Chris? Kevin? You know, like in Photoshop when you're like contouring,
dodging and burning.
You know, dodging and burning. She basically dodged and burned your ribs
Yeah.
to make them look like they were more sunken in than they were. You know.
But also, I didn't eat or sleep for 3 days.
Yeah, he was very into the I want to method act this and like he was dead
I didn't know how to
adamant about
act.
it. You what?
I don't have no idea how to act, so like I'm like, oh, you know, like method actors. You know?
You got into it,
I
and
think
then
the best part of A Happy Place was the when we all went to my house afterwards, couple weeks afterwards, and did the voiceover.
Oh,
oh man, if we still have those videos of like recording
We have
behind
the
us,
audio. The audio, I think, is somewhere on one of my hard drives.
I was
Chris
so
is
angry with that, too.
Kevin's over there like.
I'm like this with the microphone. Like,
The funniest thing is that you're there in the office with your headphones on. You have the mic. And
yeah, you guys are just laughing at me in the
Yeah,
background.
no,
And
at
then
first we were
Chris
all around the computer, and
Chris.
you're like, and like I can't do this. You'll have to go like across the room. So we went
Yeah.
out of the room, but it was still terrible.
No, because then we had you go in there because you're like Kevin, this is all you have to do, and you like went in there and it was the same thing.
Yeah,
I was sitting there laughing
much.
because you were just like
Yeah.
grunting into a microphone, like
I was
watching
like,
the
no,
video.
like this, and it was the exact same, like, that's all you
But
hear when
we
you're
did
not.
end up using a lot of that over. I don't know, what do you call it again? That audio that's
It's
overlaid.
like
and-
dub, yeah.
Yeah, that dubbed
Voiceovers?
audio. We ended up using a lot of it.
Because I don't have any
Or
speaking
dubbed.
parts, but like I'm smashing Chris's face in at one point. you know?
Yeah,
So
Yeah, you're a really good actor in that one, Chris.
yeah, I was very believable. As
dude, honestly, you
as a
getting your
blind-
face smacked like that though, that was probably one of the coolest effects we've
Did
done.
we mean to leave that plastic in the back of the shot? I don't think so, right?
Maybe I'm
There's
a
like a
murderer.
layer of plastic where we
Like
didn't want to get
Dexter.
blood on the garage door, right?
I'm a murderer.
No,
like,
I think we were trying to make it look more. I think there was some stuff on the other side of it or something,
I'm
right?
pretty
Or no?
sure we didn't mean to put that there.
dude, there's a lot of things that we didn't mean to leave.
Yeah.
I talk about Ringo because the very last shot, there's a tripod.
Oh,
in the
yeah, the
background.
tripod, yeah.
The tripod's sitting there with a whole other camera.
Some of the coolest shots though were like with the LED light hanging from like chicken wire from the roof that's like swinging around. Like that was some cool.
Oh,
On
and
Ringo?
Happy Place? Happy Place.
No,
Wait, on Ringo?
no, not Ringo.
A Happy Place? Chicken wire string.
The garage. Oh my god.
Do we have an LED hanging?
The
in the
Happy
middle?
Place. With the red light?
Yeah,
Yeah. A Happy
Yeah.
Place.
Happy Place.
Yeah.
I don't know why that name doesn't fit right now for me. I'm like, huh.
I never remember that either. I can never remember what it's called.
Okay, we also discussed that we're going to get tattoos after the 10th movie. How many movies have we done, though? Because we did... Ringo was our first one.
Let's count. I'm pretty sure we're at 9. I'm pretty sure Cheesy was 9.
I'm hoping Cheesy was 9, because 10 would be our next one. We're going to get tattoos right afterwards.
It's Ringo, A Happy Place. No, Ringo, Next One's on Me, A Happy Place.
5-second rule.
Oh, shit.
Do we
That
count
was the
that,
very
though?
first one then, right?
5-second rule.
Oh, no, Ringo was the first one.
Ringo was the first one.
Are we counting 5-second rule? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we learned a
That's
little bit on
it,
that.
ABC.
Sure that. It
Yeah.
was a 2-day project.
So that, what is that, 5? 4?
4.
What
Happy
else?
Place.
Danny Summers.
Oh, Danny Summers.
Cheesy. Are we only at 7? Or 6?
I thought you said we had more than that.
I feel like we've done more...
Next one's on Me.
We talked about that one.
Easter Sunday. Easter Sunday.
Oh, Easter
Oh,
Sunday. Easter Sunday,
yeah.
so that's 7.
That's 8.
That's 8.
That's 8. Cheesy's 9. We can't count.
Did you already say Cheesy? I don't
Did
know.
I say cheesy? Okay, so we have...
Oh, Cheesy would be 8.
Cheesy would be 8.
Unless there's a film that we're not remembering.
Do it over again. Let's do a
Okay,
count.
so we started off with Ringo, 2017. And then we did... Next One's on Me on probably like 2017.
Yep.
Let's say
and then 5-second rule.
5-second rule.
And then
We did Happy Place.
Happy
Place.
Place.
and then
Easter Sunday, which
Easter
is
Sunday.
5.
And then Tales.
Tails, which is 7.
And then Cheesy.
Cheesy, which is 8. Or 6, 7. That's 7. Cheesy's
I was
7.
gonna say, I think you skipped 6.
Yeah.
7. What?
Oh, wow.
I feel like we had other ones. Are we 3 away still from getting a tattoo?
The other day, you're like, get ready. One more.
I know. Well, that's what we talked about because we were like, oh, dude, this is number 9. I feel like we have to have something in between there that we're not talking about.
Man, I have bad gas from those, or bad burps from those wings.
I'm smelling it, but I'm just like,
I'm sorry.
I'm not
I'm
gonna like
so
make
sorry, dude.
any
I'm so
comments
sorry.
about
Oh,
it.
that
I'm so
sucks.
sorry. I'm smelling it this whole
That's
time.
why Kevin keeps doing that.
Kevin,
I was like, let me just talk to Eric.
Bro, earlier I burped. I'm like, oh my god. I was like, I guess Kevin is wrong. You didn't say anything. I was like, please, please don't. I was like,
I've been smelling him this whole time, but I'm not gonna make comments. I'm not gonna.
So, how should we close this?
Oh yeah, we're at the closing point now.
Yeah, so, yeah, that was cool. I guess we've only done 7 films.
7 films, and we didn't do 9 as we thought.
There could be 9. I don't know. We might not have to.
We have to dig
go
deep.
look through the documents
The
and see
archives.
exactly what we've shot. But what do you guys think about this beer? It's
10 out of 10.
It's called Karen Ichipan.
10 out of 10. Would drink
Karen
again.
and Esteban.
10 out of 10. Would drink again.
Let's see.
I don't know because now I'm literally going from that one to that one.
Dude, this one.
You like that one better?
Yeah, definitely.
I'll be honest. I like the first one better.
I think I like the first one better.
I like this one. This one's more of a Miller Lite kind of taste.
Yeah, that's why I don't like it.
I
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
regular shit. I don't really care for like
IPA.
fancy beers and shit. I don't like IPAs.
Oh, you know what? I've tried this one before. I think with a cleansed palate, I would like this one better. Because
So
I tried this one. It's super
the
smooth.
regular Kirin, I don't know. It's a silver label. That's it. Like a lot of like Japanese sushi places, they have that a lot as like a standard beer.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I like
it
this
might be
one.
that one. It might be that one.
The IPA was good too, but I usually don't care for IPAs. I feel like this one's more kind of my vibe.
Yeah.
The thing is, I don't know how much alcohol percentage it is on
They
here,
don't tell you,
or I
man.
can't read because it's probably small.
5%. 5%. Last one was 6.
I think. Oh. Still, that's
So, what have we talked about tonight for our first podcast?
So
a
we
bunch of movies.
talked about what we like to watch. We talked about a lot of things.
Not so.
We
not so
talked
scary
about
'cause we
our
have-
videos. We talked about what we like to watch. We talked about our hobbies. We talked a little bit about gear.
That one turned off.
Oh, well, we talked a little bit about gear.
Talk about that. So yeah, I think we got to find a couple of things, a couple of topics we can expand upon, maybe more.
Yeah, and you know what? If you're listening to this right now or watching, we appreciate it. Thank you so much
100%.
from the bottom of our.
One thing I would like to
Hearts.
add.
Tiny little hearts.
One thing that I would like to add is I hope that someone, one of the viewers, can recommend us a movie for next week that we can talk about because we're
Yeah.
gonna
Yeah.
start doing that for sure.
So, I think what we're going to want to do is that if you can recommend a movie for us to watch, we'll watch it and then we'll talk about it on the next show.
And comment either on this video or on our Instagram. I think it's going to be our main source of communication. Eventually, we're going to get this podcast out on Spotify, on all of the normal podcast streaming services. But
so this is Chris said in the very, very beginning of the video. He's the IT guy, he's the computer guy, so he's going to be taking care of all the digital stuff as far as the podcast goes. So he'll probably be able to let you know when the shit will be on iTunes, Spotify, X Video, X Hamster.
Pretty much, after next episode, I should have kind of like a timeline.
This is like our pilot episode.
Yeah.
So if you're watching our pilot episode, just know that we're gonna get better. Like we're gonna be better. So just know that we're gonna like.
It's a learning experience.
This is like we're on the rocky road to Dublin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
But thank you for watching and thank you for tuning in. And if you liked our stuff, stay tuned because we're gonna actually be a little bit cooler next time.
Yeah, and get ready because we're gonna have a special Halloween episode.
The
Roseanne Barr is gonna be a special guest. I've already emailed her. She's gonna come down. We're gonna do a Roseanne episode.
I am so excited for that.
Halloween episode.
Yeah,
she's been blowing my phone.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
she's been blowing Chris's phone.
She's just like, I can't wait to be on that show. I cannot wait, but yeah. This is the peak of her career right now.
She was like, that guy Chris has a Nokia.
Yeah, this is the peak of her career.
I don't know if Roseanne Barr is the right character for us to be.
Go on.
They call her now Roseanne has bars.
Yeah. Dude, she raps.
Call Roseanne. She has bars.
No, she doesn't.
Yeah, she has bars.
No, she doesn't.
Yeah. Yo,
no, she's a business owner.
She owns bars.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Roseanne Bars.
Yeah, that's clever.
Yeah. Anyway, so submit your the movie that you think we should watch. Right?
Tell us.
Thank you for watching or listening.
It doesn't have to be horror.
Watching.
It doesn't have to be drama. It could be a comedy, whatever.
Honestly, just
preferably something different. Like
it could be something from the 60s, 70s.
Just troll us. Just tell us like the worst movie, and we're gonna watch it.
Nah, I don't want to watch a shitty movie.
No, they were like, hey, dude, they were like, let's put on Shrek 2.
I've got a couple. I got a couple ideas in mind. If we don't get any, there will be interesting watches.
Actually, don't troll us. I take that back. But yeah, send us your. We'll have an Instagram up. So tell us what you want to comment on Instagram, YouTube. We'll be on Spotify soon, so stay tuned for that. But right now, right?
Yeah, give us a week or so.
Give us a week or so. But comment on YouTube, comment on Instagram, and we're gonna pick one to watch. So let us know.
All right. So if you've been here this long, thank you. And I think it's about time that we're going to wrap shit up.
We tip our caps to you. We say thank you. And this is where we
bid adieu.
This is what we bid adieu.
Cheers.
Yeah, cheers to that.
First
episode is done. Yes. Chug it.
Or not.
All right, now everyone wave at the camera.
All right, bye. Thank you for tuning in.